Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm coming over here. I'm coming on really quickly. Matthew 25:15. I got a couple of words, and I see everybody going forward putting their words out there. So I said, okay, I'm going to be obedient. Maybe that word ain't just for me. Maybe it's for somebody else. So one word God gave me is Matthew 25:15, and it's to ask you, um, what are you doing with what God gave you? Matthew 25:15. Go read that in the Bible. There was three guys. God gave them talents. He gave everybody different amounts, and He was asking, and they were supposed to do things with what He gave them. So you were supposed to go. Let's say your talent is to preach the gospel. Some people's talent is to prophesy. Some people's talent is to interpret dreams. Some people have wisdom and knowledge, and they are supposed to give that out to people. But what are you doing with what God gave you? And two people did. One person went and invested. One person put it in the bank. They did things to bring back a harvest. So they were sowing into people. They were doing different things. But there was one that didn't do anything. He said, you know what? I put it in the dirt, and I just put it in there so when nobody touch it, so when nobody come and steal it. And go read about what happened. It's not to scare you or whatever. It's a parable. But God wants us to do things with what He gave me, this mouth. And with this mouth, I can either use it to tear people down or build people up. I can encourage people, I can discourage people. It's all what you do with what God gave you. So I want you all to go out, and do. He gives you gifts and talents. You have it. It's already in you. It's not something. Some of the stuff you have to learn. I have to learn how to have compassion and walk in love and operate in the fruits of the Spirit. But He already gave me what I needed. Now I have to just learn how to apply it and to do it for His glory, and instead of doing it for, of course, to operate the way the enemy wants me to operate. Also, we already know this is the ninth month. Everybody, as you are into the prophetic and all that stuff, they're saying this is the birthing season. A lot of people are going through a lot right now, including myself. This is the time where we are too. I was like, God, okay, I thought it was done. This is the ninth month, we good. And God is like, no, I need you to come push this thing forth. And He gave me the vision. And this is just how He operates with me. And when a woman is going into labor, especially back in the day when they would do it by themselves, they would have to go and pull the baby out. They would have to squat and pull it out. And God's saying it's right there to me, and I just need you to come on, pull it out. And I'm getting so overwhelmed. I'm like, I need a break. And then especially, I don't know how many, but when God show you where you're going or where you can potentially go, it is so overwhelming. It is like, how? Me? Little old me, you want me to do this and do that? And it could be scary. It's not scary. It's just so overwhelming that He has put so much in you, and He expects so much out of you, and you are to do this thing, and you already are equipped with what you need to do it. So go and pull this thing out. Y'all do not give up. Do not give in. Y'all don't even understand. I wanted to stop doing the boxes. The Jabez box has been blessing people. I kind of got so overwhelmed with a lot of stuff that I was like, okay, God, I think You're telling me to get a break. It's too much. It's too overwhelming. So many people are asking, like, okay, go to the internet and go do it this way. And God is saying, go forth. You have done what I told you to do. I've blessed the people that He told me to bless, but it's not over. It's not done. So I have to still go forth and do some things that God is calling me to do. And I have to go pull this baby on up out of me. And God is about to take me to a new level, but am I willing to go? Am I willing to do what I'm supposed to do? So I want to encourage you all today. Do not give up. It might seem like a lot and overwhelming. You might be ready for this thing to end, or you might be ready for it to go to another level. God is still preparing you. He is still equipping you. He is still calling you to do some things. He's still delivering you. He still needs some things to be healed within you. And so where we want to jump to the next level, God said, wait a minute. You're not quite ready. I know you think you are, but I know what's in the heart. I know what goes on up here. I know how the enemy is operating. I need you to hold on. Give me a second. And then we have to keep asking God, what is it I need? God, help me to forgive. God, help me to be healed. I had to ask God for that. There are some things I did not know that I needed healing from some things. And yeah, I did. And I do. and God is still preparing me to go and to talk to his people, minister to his people, because I can't bleed on them because of what I've been through. So prepare, continue to be prepared, continue to allow God to use you, continue to pull this thing out of you, because he's called. We are going in, it's I like to use these type of examples, but we are birthing something, and we have to go ahead and pull this thing through. God has prepared us, and he's calling us to do the work. We want God to do it. God, just come on. It's so much stuff that happened in my job. As I tell everyone, it's no secret, I work at a group home with teenage boys. They are fighting, kicking in doors, punching in walls, and I am just ready to go. I'm ready to leave that place. I'm ready to go into my place of peace. But God has said, no, I'm preparing you. I need you to anoint this house. I need you to anoint these boys. I need you to pray over them. I need you to talk to them. And I'm like, man, if I got to say one more. And they are basically calm and respectful to me. They don't give me any problems, but it just feels so overwhelming. And other people are leaving. And I'm like, I want to go. But no. And I watched my friend live this morning, Taste Our Harness. And it was a live from a couple years ago or something. And it was saying, people are going into something, you be glad for them. So I had to turn that thing around and say, you know what, I am happy that they have gotten out of this thing and they're walking in their destiny and they doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's what I should be doing. So I had to go and repent. And I wasn't hating that they left, but I'm like, man, when is my time coming? I'm ready too. But I need to focus on being happy for them and getting what God wants me to get in this place. Because believe it or not, I want a shelter for women, and I work in a group home. So why am I here? God is he's getting me to learn some things and to understand some things, and I work with the owner every day, and I'm trying to hurry up and leave. So chill, relax. What are you supposed to be there for? God, what is my purpose? What, you got me here for a reason? Do that. I'm just babbling on now, but yes, I want you guys to go do what God called you to do. That talent thing, Matthew 25:15, go read about. He have given you a gift, and what are you doing with it? I know that the boys at the group home, they did this group, and they had to write out their funeral. What will people say about you? And I want to be known as something other than Tavina just had a loud mouth and a big mouth, and always, I want to be known as she's inspired people, she helped people, she did this, God used her. And you remember with you saw the thing that Chadwick Boseman, he had a quote, and it said, when I stand before God, I want to been able to have used every talent he had given me. And I looked at that, and that resonated with me. I'm like, I want to be able to say that everything God called me to do, I did it before I left this earth. And so it ain't gonna be easy, it ain't gonna be comfortable, but it's necessary. It's necessary that we are to use our talents, use the gift that God has given us. And it's also necessary that we are to birth this thing. We are to go get our deliverance. We are to go get our healing. We are to say, you know what, God, I'm not, I don't think I'm ready. I'm not ready. I don't feel I'm ready. I want to be ready. I know I'm not. So it's up to us to say, you know what, I'm about to do the work, and let's do the work that God has called us to do. God, we are still, and I'm learning from Mirror Me. I see Mirror Me now in everybody. I see where people are affected by their parents' trauma, and everybody is, and we need to get healed from that. It wasn't 400 years ago when they were slaves. These are a couple of generations ago when they were getting beat and separated from families and stuff like that. And y'all don't think that's affecting us now, and affect how our grandparents parent, and how our great-grandparents parents, and how our parents parent is still being affected by it. We are still being affected by it to this day. So go get your healing, go get your deliverance, y'all. It's out there. Start confessing it. Stop confessing, I got OCD. Stop confessing, I'm depressed. Stop confessing, I'm overwhelmed. Stop confessing these things, and start confessing, I have peace. Start confessing, I have joy. Start confessing, I am healed. Start confessing, I am delivered. Start confessing, I am forgiven. There was something I was dealing with, and I was like, man, God, I knew better, and I still did it. And it was hard for me to think that God would forgive me for it, although I knew he was able. But I had to start, and he told me during this fast, You got to start confessing that you are forgiven. I had to believe that for myself. So start confessing these things over your life instead of confessing the opposite. And that's all I have for you all today. I pray that y'all be blessed. I pray that this made sense. But yeah, we got to do some things. And just like I just be rambling off, this all stuff be in my head, and I have to calm down and relax, and I have to pray about it. And I have to, even today, I had to leave work. I was like, I got to go because it's too overwhelming in this place. So go pray about it. Don't run away from your problems. Confront them, and you will walk into your purpose and your destiny. I promise y'all, it ain't easy, but it is so worth it. It is so necessary. And the enemy is fighting us every day because he don't want us to do it. He do not. If you stay bound, if you stay with unforgiveness in your heart from past trauma and relationships and parents, if you stay not, if you don't go get your healing, imagine how the enemy can keep you and not allow you to, soar. And you keep yourself. Let's take the enemy out of it. Imagine how bound you would be. I don't know another word. Somebody can help me out with that. But imagine how in bondage and chained you would be. But get free, get healed, get delivered. Start looking at things the way God sees things. Start looking at it and having a spiritual eye and spiritual ears. Your spiritual senses start opening up to things. You will go so far. You will help so many people. But imagine how many people are bleeding onto people. You call somebody with a problem and they so bitter and hurt and they just giving you all the wrong advice. Go get healed, go get delivered, go get set free, go walk into what God has for you. Operate in your gifts. You already have it in you, and do what God has called you to do and everything else. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed and productive day. I am doing this thing with y'all, and I'm just calling on y'all to do it with me and help me to do it, because it ain't easy, but it's necessary and it's worth it. I love y'all. If y'all haven't already, go over to Girl NYKB, Girl Mind Your Kingdom Business, or Girl Are You Mind Your Kingdom Business page, and go like the page. I have not been putting a lot of content in it because I've been going through some things. I'm trying to birth some things. I'm trying to get revelation knowledge, healing and deliverance, everything I need so I can help my people, these women out here. But go over and like the page. Go look at the task list, the goal sheet. Go start doing your fast and prayers, and just go by that sheet. Head over to your local Dollar Tree. Go buy Fruits of the Spirit book. They are devotional books. There are 9 of them. Go buy them, start operating them, and it will bless your entire life. Oh, tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. Oh, I got to do the flyer. I haven't even done the flyer. 8 p.m. to Talk NYKB, and we will have a special guest. The special guest will be my mom, and she's going to talk about how she has been feeding her focus. So tune in tomorrow to my live tomorrow at 8 o'clock. My business coach gave me a task. She said, I want you to do a talk show. It's like you're going to be doing a podcast, but I want you to do a talk show every week. Go live at 8 o'clock. Y'all, I'm not going to tell y'all what my flesh was at with that, but I've been obedient. I've been doing it. I've done it, and so I've been doing it. So please go walk into your destiny, your purpose. Go get healed. Go get deliverance. Head over to Mirror Me page and go understand the trauma that you dealt with from your parents, and understand what your parents dealt with from their parents, and break the curse, the cycles with your kids. Go head over to Mirror Me, or my sister, her name is Mimi James, and go get your healing and deliverance. I love you all. Goodbye.